Come on! Gameforce.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Gameforce. I'm Dimitri.
And I'm Sally.
Okay, today we are going to be talking about three things. Firstly, Bayonetta, which is now on PC. Two,
Persona 5.
there you go. And three is the new Xbox One Scorpio, which is rumored to run at 4K 60 FPS. We'll talk about that a bit later, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so firstly, Bayonetta, released in 2009.
Yep.
Awesome. The combat was created by, I think, Platinum Games, which
Exactly
is amazing.
by Platinum Games.
Same people who made Nier Automata, so as you know from previous episodes, I love that game.
Yep.
Amazing. Okay, so it got released on Steam, I think.
A few days ago.
Yeah, but by the time this episode comes out, I think it was.
3 days.
Yeah, no, but like April 11th, I think. April 9th. Yeah, it sounds about. April 9th. Yeah, sounds about right.
Don't fact check us.
Basically, what Sega did was they, on April Fool's, they released like a little 8-bit Bayonetta game where you basically stand in place and you shoot enemies with your guns and jump up and down. And then they had a link to a timer, just like Overwatch did with their summer release.
Yep.
And I think it had a timer of like 10 days or something like that.
Yep.
So that was actually really cool. So the Steam community kind of said, oh my god, it's coming on PC, that's amazing, kind of thing. So yeah, they basically upped the graphics, upped the FPS. Unfortunately, though, the cutscenes do still run at 30, so...
Well, what you can do about it.
Yeah, there might be a mod or something that might be released in the future, but anyway, yeah, stay tuned with that. They might release updates or whatever. You don't really need a super powerful PC to run it since the game came out in, like we said earlier, 2009. So yeah. Last thing about that though is, unfortunately, I highly doubt the second one is coming out. This is because Nintendo basically funded the entire thing, and only to make it so that it's exclusive on their Wii U. So
Yeah.
once you kind of have your own exclusive, you don't really want to let it go. It's about as likely as Bloodborne coming to PC. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Well,
unfortunately.
at least hope for it'll come on the Switch. So there's that. So, yeah.
Actually, yeah, that would be pretty sick. So yeah, secondly, Persona 5. You know a lot
Persona
about more
5.
than I do,
Yeah. So. Technically, Persona 5 was released actually in Japan for about a year, but now
sucks.
it sucks, you know, Atlas, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so basically about a few days ago, Persona 5 was released finally to North America. Great game, solid soundtrack, good gameplay. For those of you who don't know what Persona's all about, basically, I guess you can call it a slice of life, like simulator, but at the same time, it's a turn-based battle game where basically, you know, take turns, fight the enemy, win, level up, you know, things like that. But there's also, basically. And also there's aspects of managing your school life, hanging out with your friends, and things like that. A rich story, a lot of, you can say, good characters, good writing. The style of Persona 5, I think it's really good, very stylish, you know?
And in general, though, about the story, because I think the last Persona game I played was like on the original PSP, like the PSP 1000. So like, do I have to catch up or anything, or?
Nope.
No?
Well, there may be like characters from previous Persona games like Igor and things like that will come back, but no, the story is completely new. You don't have to play 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just start from scratch. Persona 5 is perfect for new players. If I had to give a criticism, I'd say the first like 4 or 5 hours are a bit tedious. Not much game combat.
That's like every game, though.
That's every Persona game.
It teaches you how the game works and everything.
Yeah,
so,
basically, but it's a worth investment to get into.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds actually really, really sick. To be honest, though, I've never really been one for turn-based style games. I mean, I think my favorite one obviously is like the South Park, The Stick of Truth, because, well, I mean, come on, it's South Park. How can you not love it?
Yeah.
But some people do like that strategy type gameplay where you kind of have unlimited time to plan your next move and kind of turn the battle to your favor in a sense. So there's that.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you want to add up to that?
No, well, Persona is a great game, you know, 10 out of 10. That's what I'd give it. If only it was on PC, PS4 exclusive. So.
Well, I mean, there's emulators, so.
I guess.
For those PC Master Race enthusiants, of course.
Sure.
Then there's the Notebook Nobles, and then
Yeah.
console peasants.
Yeah, let's not
just kidding. Let's not get there.
Yeah, that's not
Let's not strike any nerves.
Yeah.
But Another thing, I want to bring up the Xbox One Scorpio. Now.
Yes.
Yes.
Basically Xbox One Pro.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm surprised actually Sony released it first. Usually they kind of like to wait on the side, take a little bit from column A, take a little bit from column B. I remember like the PlayStation 3 Move controllers, they basically ripped off the Wii's motion sensors kind of thing.
Yeah.
So basically the PS4 Pro, if you remember, like the Xbox One's competitor, is basically PS4. It's a normal one, slightly better performance, so you can run games at 4K 30 FPS. Maybe 60 FPS in other certain games, like the remastered Resident Evil 4. I think runs at 60.
Yeah.
But to be honest, these kind of consoles, they don't really run native 4K. They kind of run like a scaled up version of like 3000 something by another resolution. So it's not really true 4K, but it's close enough. Your eye really can't really tell the difference, especially considering
In short,
that they're optimized.
it just looks pretty either way.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter too much, especially if like you're more gameplay oriented.
Yeah.
But again, the fact that Xbox is claiming that this will run at 60 FPS, it's obviously biased. You don't really know if it's actually going to run at that. You don't know if it's actual 4K or if it's just what Sony did and kind of did something super clever with it and kind of thing. But I don't know. Do you think maybe the games on the Xbox One Scorpio, are they going to pull like a scumbag move where the games on the Xbox One Scorpio won't work on the original Xbox One?
I mean, this is Microsoft we're talking about. Like, they are kind of the king of screw-ups when it comes to like consoles.
I thought that was. I thought okay, yeah, in terms of consoles.
In terms of consoles, not.
Yeah, but in terms of games, you got to go with EA.
Yeah, you got So yeah, but probably if at least if the graphics aren't good, hopefully you can assume the frame rate will be good. Yeah,
that's always nice to have extra. You'd think like they'd catch up after so long, but I mean they got to keep the cost down. So what are you gonna do about it?
I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of that, that's our episode. Okay, I hope you guys like it. Leave a comment for suggestions, anything like that. So yeah.
And leave a like if you want me to stay forever.
So yeah. Bye.
Bye.